I would like to ask if the Board Scouts would come up and read us the pledge. Honor to have you with us tonight. Thank you very much for coming out. Trustee, you're talking about comments and stuff there. Are you making a motion? There has to be a second for that comment. Are you making a motion?
I'm making a motion.
Okay, so there's a motion on the floor. Is there a second? Hearing no second, the motion dies. So we move to public comments.
I've been the public opportunity to comment. Is that right?
Item number two, all questions and comments must be directed to the acting mayor. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to comment on agenda items only. And this is the way it is during every regular board meeting.
Good evening, Acting Mayor, trustees. Acting Mayor, can you do me a favor and define so that we have a clear understanding what you mean when you say agenda items?
Currently, right now, the agenda items that are before the village board is the accounts payable, the minutes, the approval of the minutes. Those are the agenda items that we need to discuss.
So
and the resolution. And the resolution.
So if there's a question in regards to anything that you just mentioned, doesn't matter the horizon or the variety of the question, as long as it's pertaining to what you just mentioned, those questions can be heard by the board and answered upon.
It can be asked. Yes, public comment can happen on agenda items only. You give them 3 minutes to speak. And that's the way on a regular board meeting. On a committee meeting night is when the audience is allowed to ask any questions at all.
I understand. And so since the committee meeting last week was canceled, the board did not feel it was in its just due to allow the citizens to speak freely about concerns that they might have since we were not able to do so last week?
Well, I'm going to let you go your full 3 minutes and then we'll respond.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm simply asking because 2 weeks ago when we spoke about agenda items, I went to the dictionary and looked up what the word agenda means. And the word agenda simply means anything that is spoken about in a quorum of a meeting. So if, for instance, the engineer speaks about something and it leads to another discussion, the fact that he's on the agenda and he discussed it is now included in the agenda item according to the dictionary. So I just wanted to make for sure that we have a clear understanding because that seems to be a misunderstanding when we have these meetings. So, and if someone doesn't know that, they can simply just get a dictionary on their phone or in the back end of it explain that. So I just want to make sure I have a clarity and understanding of that. Is that how you accept it to be, Acting Mayor?
Do you have any further questions?
No, sir, I'm done. Thank you. I appreciate it.
When the village board approved this, we talked about agenda items only. It was set up the way we're doing it right now. On the, again, the first and third Tuesday of every month, the village residents can come and ask any questions they would like. And again, part of my report tonight, I'm going to be reaching out, and I'll give you a little bit of brief of my report tonight. is that trustees and I will be here at the beginning of meetings, we're here at the end of meetings, we make ourselves available. One of the residents said something about the mayor should have a phone. I haven't got a cell phone. So and I'll give it out tonight, my cell phone number, so those residents can reach out to me. During the week, you'll find me here on certain days. If I'm not here, they'll make sure I get the messages. I've already responded to residents. Again, residents shouldn't have to wait till one night a week to come and bring their problems. We should make ourselves available. And that's what we're doing now, making sure that we're available, we can hopefully address issues. And when residents have a problem, even after the meeting tonight, you'll see the trustees, including myself, will stay afterwards to talk to residents if there's any issues or anything you want to talk about.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Is there any other questions, comments?
Sure. I'm Francine Anderson, and I'm at 1606 216th Street, and of course that is here in Sauk. Mr. Acting Mayor, you just stated that some of the things that we talk about is these minutes on the agenda items. And I see here you have October 23rd minutes, and in those particular minutes, I see that I was present, and I don't see any comments around that hearing meeting, and which it just says Francine Anderson's question line items for personnel, tax levy, license, and everyone else gave a little, the minutes gave more specific. My question is, why is it that my comments were only given a summary and everyone else was specific? That is, again, for the October 23rd special meeting, which says budget, period. For today's agenda items, sir, I also would like to know, why did you decide to move the public comments, again, agreeing with the person who was just in front of me, you moved it to the beginning of the agenda when you had no meeting last week, so we have no comments. So you moved that so that, in my opinion, or can you explain why did you move it, and what would you moving that person, the public comment to number 2 instead of after number 10, so we would know what appointments you made so that we can make public comments about them. And then again today, sir, you also have out here the Sauk talk. My question to you would be, here you put in an article as acting mayor, David Hanks, and in it you say you reached out to residents for their input. I would like to know what areas did you reach out to them, because no one on my block on 216th Street had heard talked to you or from you. So I would like to know in what area or what residents did you personally talk to, sir? Is my 3 minutes up? Because I think I still have 4 more questions. I still have time? Oh, thank you. Then in your disbursements, I see this time that you have for payroll a net of $130,662.21. And to my amaze, there is no payments to the attorney firm this time. So I'd also like to know, why is it you're not paying them when you've been paying them every 2 weeks for the last 6 months? The next question, sir, will also come from the payroll, in which last meeting you borrowed money from the water department fund. And I would like to know, where is that explicitly shown in this accounts payable? That should be question number 6 or 7. And I'll work on my answers.
Is that all the questions you have?
Oh no, I do have one other one. And can you also explain for the 2012 community block grant performance hearing, you just said where's the money going to go to, and what streets are you planning to use it for?
Time. All right, some of your questions were not part of the agenda, so they won't get answered. Community development block grant was the previous meeting, which is not part of this meeting.
Oh, you have a I'm sorry, sir. You have
And your 3 minutes is up.
You have it right here on your agenda, sir. It's on your agenda. You have a motion to approve it. So how is it not on your agenda?
Ma'am, your 3 minutes is up. I will move forward on these. If you want to discuss about the accounts payable, the questions.
It's number 6.
You
said it wasn't on the agenda. It's number 6 though, sir. So do not give
They're
people false
moving
impressions. It's number 6 on your agenda.
Go on.
None of my questions are going to be answered.
The money the $200,000 transfer from water fund into general fund will not be shown in the accounts payable. Rather, it is a transfer of funds into general fund from water fund. It only affects on the bank accounts, not the accounts payable.
Alrighty.
Of my six, you're gonna answer one, sir?
There's no rebuttal, okay?
I'm not rebutting, I'm just asking, are you gonna answer only one? Yes or
Yes.
yes?
Next.
So one of seven. I appreciate that.
Bernice Brewer, Houston. According to the minutes from October 23rd, there's a lot of discussion about $200,000 that was transferred from the water fund. I noticed that in October 23rd meeting, it was not discussed in here. I want to know why. Also, Robson Engineer indicated that the allocations for Lake Michigan water was going to be canceled. That was something we were supposed to consider. Again, that's not mentioned in the October 23rd minutes. And again, I would like to know, why is this board, again, after 3.5 years, trying to stop the residents from asking questions? You send 4 years, you can't get answers. You come here and can't get answers. I want to know, what is the problem? You spend our money at leisure. We want to know why we can't get answers to why money we spend, why we have to drink contaminated water, what happened to our money, and why we're paying so much money to an attorney firm and we don't have anything for it. What about the health and safety of this town? We want to know what's going on with our money. We pay it, you guys spend it. We want to know what's going on. We want to know why we can't get simple answers to simple questions, and the minutes don't reflect anything that's going on. You have the Robson Engineering sitting here on weeks when we can't ask questions, and then when they do show up, you come up with this kind of stuff that's going on. So I want to know what's going on here. You guys want to continuously take our money and don't account for it?
Fine. So you
I
put
was
that-
finished. I want to answer.
All right. I just want to make it very clear to everyone, when it comes to minutes, minutes are a summary, I guess, of the meeting. If there's any questions or if anyone wants to go back, there is recordings of all of our meetings. And those recordings can be listened to, so if you want to set time up with the village clerk to listen to those. But if we were to get verbatim minutes, we would have probably 10, 12 pages worth of agendas. And I'm sure something would probably end up getting missed anyway. So again, this is the minutes are pretty much just a summary of what has happened. So, is there any other questions or comments from the audience?
You didn't answer all my questions.
Your time is up.
You didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question.
The audience has been given the opportunity to speak, which is according to state statute. And we are giving you the opportunity to speak. And we'll answer the questions that we can. So,
No answer.
Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, I've made it very clear, especially as acting mayor, there will be decorum in these meetings, and we will follow Robert's Rule of Order. And I will do my best to keep these meetings in order. So please, I ask that if you're not called upon, there is no speaking. This is a time that we are here to do business, and very important business for this community. So if there's no other comments or questions, we'll move to item number 3, reports of officers.
You have one.
I'm sorry, I didn't see her. I'm sorry. We can go back to,
Linda Washington, 1783, 225th place. I can't speak on the agenda items. I guess we haven't covered the agenda. However, I'm just talking about common courtesy. Is this the way it's going to be? If we stand up and talk, you're just going to listen to what we say, and then you have nothing to say, and then just cut us off?
we are following the agenda, we're following Robert's Rule of Order. And I think one thing to make sure that I'm very clear on things is there is individuals that have lawsuits against this village, and maybe perhaps not only in my best interest not to answer some questions, but it's probably in the best interest of you as the residents, since there is open litigation. So I just want to leave it at that. I mean, there's stuff that we'll talk about, there's stuff that we won't answer. State statute states makes it very clear. We do it where we let the residents come up and speak.
Okay, in all due respect, you think you could preface by saying that so the people that's here for the first time can know that you're not just being rude and obnoxious to people standing here, but that based on pending litigations, I cannot answer this particular question, blah, blah, blah. Because other than that, it just appears that if we come up here and ask a question, is this your last question? Is all you got to say? Okay, next. And that's not going to be acceptable.
All right, move to item number 3. Reports of officers.
I noticed that my name for the report was removed from this agenda. I would like to know why, and why wasn't I notified, and who idea was it to remove me? If that's the case, I need an explanation.
You'll get an explanation in my
Can you
report.
give me an explanation now?
You'll get one in my report. Mayor's report. There's 4 items tonight in the mayor's report. In compliance with Resolution 12-04, I'm immediately removing Trustee Vincent as official representative of Sauk Village to the Chicago Southland Housing and Community Development Collaborative. In addition, I will represent Sauk Village as acting mayor, which is in compliance with Resolution number 12-04, which authorizes the mayor to serve or appoint an officer representative to serve on the Chicago Southland Housing and Community Development Collaborative. Item number 2. There is a foreclosure assistance workshop for homeowners and renters. I may be taking a little bit of fire away from our housing authority, but it's tomorrow from 6 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. It's at Calumet City Hall, which is located at 204 Pulaski Road on the 2nd floor. Number 3, also like to make sure that we let residents know to feel free to reach out to me or trustees before and after board meetings. In addition, as always, residents can stop at the Village Hall. If I'm here and not in meetings, I'll meet with you. Or you can leave a message with contact information and I'll call you back. I also now have a cell phone, and residents can reach me at 708-359-2109. If I do not answer, please leave a message and I'll get back with you.
Can you repeat that?
708-359-2109. And lastly, last Saturday I had the opportunity to meet with the Sauk Village pastors. The reason for the meeting was to ask for their help, their input, as we move Sauk Village forward. I requested that the churches pray for healing and peace. At that meeting, there were 8 pastors from 6 local churches, which also included our fire and police chaplain. So I just want to give an update on that. And again, I continue to request that we continue to pray for healing and peace for our community as we move forward. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to move forward. And again, it may be baby steps, but I will be reaching out to the residents for your help. As you see, we will fill positions that have not been filled. There's openings. And again, if you're interested in serving, if you're interested in volunteering, please submit a letter, and you can leave that letter at the front desk if I'm not here. Just make sure it's to my attention. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Move to Village Clerk, Debbie Williams.
Can you please explain to me why you removed me from that committee, please?
I think it's very clear in my report. According to 12 I'll read it to you again, it's really clear. Resolution 12-04, which is in compliance with Resolution 12-04, which authorizes the mayor to serve or appoint an official representative to serve on the Chicago Southland Housing and Community Development. And as acting mayor, I'm going to take that responsibility and I will now serve. No. Move to Village Clerk, Debbie Williams.
Thank you, Acting Mayor Hicks.
As we come upon the end of the year, first of all, we can see the holidays are upon us. Thank you very much to the Beautification Committee for such a great job in decorating the Village Hall. There's a lot of year-end business that needs to be conducted at this time of the year. I just wanted to remind everybody, we only have 3 meetings in December. So if there's any business that needs to be done before the end of the year, we have 2 committee meetings and 1 board meeting to get it done. The Village Hall will be closed on December 25th, which is a Tuesday, and January 1st, which is a Tuesday. So after we have our meeting on December 18th, we will not be meeting again until January 8th. So if there's anything that needs to be done, either for the beginning of the year or the end of the year, we need to get it on the agenda as soon as possible. The Open Meetings Act training for the trustees I've only received, I think 3 out of 6. and those need to be done by the end of the year. So if you need information on what the limit is, to get that done, I will provide that for you. And I just wanted to make mention that the municipal code book that we've been talking about for a year, we've been updating our municipal code book that hasn't been updated since 2005. It's been a year-long process, and we should be getting a rough draft of that code book by the end of the week or the beginning of next week. We're going to be relying heavily on all the department heads to review the code book, and especially relying heavily on Trustee Myers and his committee and Sherry Jasinski to basically go page by page on that code book. We're going to get one draft of that code book, and then it will go to print. So we will be having several meetings in the next 2 or 3 weeks to make sure that all the new ordinances are accounted for. At the time we started the new code book, we were going to get the codes updated through 2011, and Municipal Code Corporation has decided that they will also do through 2012. So when we do get this new code book, it will be totally updated through all the ordinances through the end of this year. So this will be something that all departments will have a copy of, all trustees will have a copy of, and it will be online for residents to view as well. And the nominating petitions for the offices of the mayor, village clerk, and trustees, that's 3 open spots for the 4-year terms and 1 open spot for the 2-year term, will be, the last day of filing those petitions will be December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. And this office will be open from 3 to 5 on that day at this time. The Cook County Clerk's Office and some state representatives are attempting to try to change that date so that clerks and school officials and other people that are responsible to be open to accept those papers do not have to work on Christmas Eve. But at this point, that has not been done. So this office will be open from 3 to 5. My office will be the only office open on that day, but I will have the village hall doors open from 3 to 5 p.m. at this time. If anything changes, it will be posted in the hallway, it will be posted on the internet, and it will be put in the neighborhood newspaper so everybody will know that the date has changed. And it will be announced at the board. If anybody has any questions about nominating petitions, please contact me as soon as possible. I'll be happy to answer you. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Mr. Treasurer, Ms. Carmichael. Thank you. For the village attorney.
Thank you, Mayor. Over to the executive session.
All right. Item number 80, village engineer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, the CDBG process this year is going smoothly. Our application will be shortly submitted to Cook County. That's not due until January, so we're ahead of schedule on that. And then, as I stated in the previous meeting, in case anyone wasn't here, we're going to be having a planning meeting for what we're going to do with our MFT CDBG money for next year, very shortly. And then we're going to have a needs assessment hearing in January that'll follow that meeting that we'll have internally to discuss what we've got on the agenda, and then public comment will be taken at that time. And then finally, we had the committee of the whole meeting canceled last week, and one of the things that I need to get the board's input on is those questions about the location of our application. So next week, could I be on the agenda for that? That concludes my report. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Move the reports of trustees and board committees. We move to item number B, ordinance review committee. We move to item number C, economic development committee, trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I'd like to report to be put on the agenda. I know I was supposed to get on the agenda for the committee report for the brochures that we're going to have for the village coming from the economic development. I would like to have us have the committee to be put on the December 18th. Yes, December 18th meeting for the brochure, so we can present them to the board for approval to be printed. Right now, I was just informed that another phone company, phone shop, beeper shop, all around shop has been opened down in the village. It's down there by Tip 1, down by, got the name of the barber shop, but it's right there in that area where the other one closed at one time. They just applied and got a business license, so they'll be up and running. Also, right now, the village is in competition with Indiana, trying to secure a large industrial business. Right now we're fighting, I guess, the taxes or whatever we have to fight to try to make that happen. As I stated before, I know who the representative is for the company, but they may send other people out to come and sit at our board meetings. I would not know who that person is, but we are in competition for a large industrial business. To come here, I'm talking about 60 to 70 jobs. So we're going to be opening up hopefully in our industrial park over there where DP Partners Logistics Center is located. So just wanted to inform the board and everyone else that right now, I don't know, they really want us because it's closer to where it is more conducive to what they want to do, but we're in competition with Indiana, so I just want to let everybody know that that's going on now. Also, there's another business that's been tapping at the door, looking to build in the industrial park. So hopefully we can get these things done now and have them come out and look. It's Christmas time coming up, and I know everyone did their Black Friday and their Cyber Monday shopping, but we still need to shop in our village to keep our businesses here. I know a lot of things that that you're going to buy outside of the big boxes, you're going to go to the big boxes, but if at all possible, we need the businesses here. The businesses help us as a village. And if we take our money out of the village and go elsewhere, pretty soon we won't have any businesses here. As I stated before, if anyone is not pleased, if there's something that they're not pleased with the businesses, if you feel you have complaints, let me know. I do walk around, I do drive around to the different businesses, and I look at them, and I also talk to them and let them know certain things. So in order for us to shop there, they need your dollar to stay open. As you can see, a lot of businesses have left, and that's because of the money in the village is not going to them, they go elsewhere, so therefore they're going elsewhere. So if you're not happy with certain things, please let me know. I'm working on trying to get another store so we can have competition as far as a grocery store here in the village. Working on trying to make that happen. I think that may happen, but competition is good for the village. Competition is good for any consumer. So if you're not happy with what's going on at whatever store it may be, let us know. Let me know. I will definitely go and talk to the businesses because they need you. They want your dollar, so they have to be in competition for it. But as we all know, if you're only game in town, why should you? So we need that. I need to find out what it is that I do know why some of the people don't shop at some of the stores, and I've also had issue with that. But I need to know from the residents before I can actually sit down and tell them, okay, this is what's going on, because I do have an ongoing. If you don't catch me, you can always leave a note at City Hall. It'll go into my box, and I will get. You can leave it anonymous. It doesn't necessarily have to be your name on it. Just let me know what it is that you don't like about certain things, why you won't shop here in the village. Because we do need, there's certain things, I mean, we can get quick items here in the village. You don't have to go out, because by the time you spend gas and everything, you didn't save that 50 cents that you thought you was going to save by going to Indiana, going all the way to Lansing, or going all the way to Calumet City, because you're going to pay for gas. So if you're looking for a certain item or whatever, and you don't see it, let me know. And I can go to the business and say, hey, you need to step up your game. You need to bring fresher meat, fresher produce, or whatever it may be. But we need to start shopping here, because if we don't, we will lose. We will lose, because other businesses are opening in the villages. Other villages are opening their businesses up, and they're going to pull our dollar away. Mr. Mayor, that's all I have. Our next meeting will be the second Thursday of December at 7 o'clock here at the Village Hall. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. Conservations Committee, Trustee Reeves.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank everybody who contributed to the Respond Now Thanksgiving basket giveaway. As we stated last week, or 2 weeks ago now, sorry about that, Respond Now would contact the village clerk and stated that they had had 70 baskets they were going to be able to give away. Between the village clerk's efforts and the efforts of Nanette Marble and myself, we were able to raise money, over $1,100, to support that effort. On the night of the 13th, we actually went out and went shopping to not only create the same baskets as Respond Now was giving out, but we also added extra vegetables, and it was decided upon the committee that no holiday is complete without a dessert. And Respond Now was not doing desserts, so we had to add a dessert. And I'm very, very, very happy to say that with the support of some of our vendors, and as well as our citizens in the audience that day, we were able to turn the 70 baskets that Respond Now gave us to help 195 families. So, could not have done that without the help of Village Clerk Debbie Williams and Annette Wargo for helping us going out, buying everything, calling the different businesses in the area and asking for pre-ordering things, pre-setting things aside, so all we had to do was go there, pick it up, everything was ready for us. So that was great. Everybody who contributed, everybody who contributed to that fund, we had people giving singles, little kids were giving us money. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate the fact that everybody pulled together, and as a village, we helped some of our own. And I wanted to Respond Now. I apologize in advance if I mess up anybody's name. But some of the list of volunteers, we had a lot of people that day, was from Respond Now, Carl Wolf, Anita Alvarado, and Ray Arabello, Jane Kennedy, Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts from Troop 152, Jamari, Jeremiah, and Milton Bentley, Jaleel Jones, Cassie Reeves, Jalen Hauser, Lester Rounds, Chris and Josh Witt, Timber Turner, Ian Barron, and Carol, including den mothers Tracy Witt and Jeanette Barron, and parents Lester Rounds, Mr. Bentley, and Ms. Hauser. Village residents and elected officials Bob and Rose Ketchum, Frank, Village Clerk Debbie, and Trustee Rosie Williams, Acting Mayor David, Linda, Joanna, Hannah, Ethan, Benjamin, Rebecca, Adam, and Abigail Hanks, Jack, Emma, Todd, and Mary Stewart. I would just like to say there was a lot of us, and there were people, there was cans of corn and boxes of cornbread flying everywhere, putting them in the bags, and then once the doors opened up, it was a crazy show, but once everything was organized and set together, it ran as a well-oiled machine. So everybody who was there to help us, thank you so much. We got in, we got done, everything was given out, and everybody on the list who showed up, they got their baskets. We even had people who were not on the list, who we had the opportunity to take down their information, and we had baskets left over, so we were able to call them and tell them to come get a basket. We made a lot of people a very happy Thanksgiving. So everybody who contributed, everybody who went out and shopped, everybody who put everything together, thank you. And to Cortez Stewart, the day we went to go shopping, we had 2 carloads full of stuff. And we come to the village hall, and I ran to the community center, I said, Cortez, I need 2 guys. And he pulled 2 guys off the basketball court and said, go help. And they unloaded both of those cars. So thank you very much, Cortez, for that, and to the gentleman. And again, I can't say thank you enough.
I just wanted to add one volunteer. I didn't have the name at the time. It's Carol Marnell, right? Thank you.
All right. Reports to departments, committees, and commissions. Fire Department, Police Department, 911 Commission, Chief Fowler.
Good evening, Mayor, and Board of Trustees, and residents of Sauk. I'll give the fire department report first because that's going to be small. From Friday, November the 16th through the 22nd, fire department responded to 14 different calls. The Santa Holiday Parade will be on Saturday, December the 1st, starting at 10 a.m. from the Public Works Garage. You'll make your way down every street in town. You'll be on the south side of town until about 1 p.m. Then you'll go to the north side and then up at Parks and Rec Center at approximately 5:30 in the evening for the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Afterwards, everyone is invited to go inside for a chance to sit on Santa's lap. I was told there were light refreshments will also be served. Bring your camera to take pictures. Fire Department Association will be holding a pancake breakfast with Santa on Sunday, December 16th from 8 in the morning until 12. Adults $5, kids and seniors $4. Bring your camera and take your picture with Santa. I'm sure many of you have started decorating for Christmas. I'd just like to take this opportunity to mention a few safety tips. If you have a real tree, please make sure that it has sufficient supply of water. Do not overload extension cords, and be sure to keep the cords away from children, pets, and walkways. Keep your space heaters 3 feet away from any object and avoid using extension cords. If you must use an extension cord, please do not put the extension cord under a rug. When you do this, you are walking on a cord that prevents create an unseen fire hazard. That's the report from fire. Police Department report. Mayor and Board of Trustees residents. On November the 22nd or the 23rd, the Sauk Village Police Department pulled a vehicle over after a short chase and made an arrest. In recovery of 650 grams of cocaine. And the trustees already got the press release. 650 grams of cocaine and approximately 15 grams of heroin. On November the 25th, the same officer, as above, attempted to make a stop on a vehicle at 394 in Sauk Trail. The vehicle failed to stop and a short pursuit ensued. All cars were stopped and arrested for fleeing and eluding. The police department is also working with the trustees and mayor to place the finishing touches on the crime-free housing ordinance. This ordinance will allow landlords to have the tenant sign a clause that they can be evicted for criminal activity. On a side note, the current state of the grants that were awarded to the Sauk Village, being the tobacco, step, the DUI, and seat bill, are all delinquent and revoked. This agency will not be able to receive another state grant until 2014. The uniform crime reporting is 6 months delinquent. The LEED certification is expired for all officers. On the plus side, Enbridge Energy Grant was awarded to the police department for the purchase of safety vests in the amount of $4,700. This was applied for by Deputy Chief Olivas and Sergeant Salisbury in late 2011. In total this week, the police department has taken 554 calls for service. Among the 60 arrests, this included 6 driving with suspended, revoked license, 2 DUIs, and 4 domestic. And that ends the report.
I just want to add that I've already talked to Trustee Myers' ordinance review committee. Next Tuesday night, we are hoping to have the crime-free housing ordinance back before this village board so we can move forward. And we already started reaching out to help from surrounding communities that already have their housing, crime-free housing already enacted. Thank you very much. Do you have anything for 911? All right, move over to Public Works Department, Mr. Weller.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple items. The town as a whole, we're doing our lead pickup at this point right now. We'll be picking up garbage in that process too. But we do have a few locations where it seems the kids have dropped some papers and are some debris at the stores. We are going around to these locations and picking up the debris. We're going to be working with code enforcement to hopefully get some of the business students to clean up around their dumpsters in areas where it might have gotten out of hand as it was being dumped. But we will be around the town picking up papers. Any complaints from any residents, please notify the village hall and we'll try to address them as quickly as possible. Holiday decorations are going up. The Christmas tree is up. We are currently working on putting parts on the float that is normally used every year, and we will help to decorate that. And the decorations will be ongoing through December. They will probably, most of the decorations will end up being put up the first week of December. Leaf pickup, all leaves must have had to be out by November 25th. The east side of town, which is east of Torrance Avenue, that section has been completed already. And the south or the north side of 223rd Street, north of 223rd Street to Sauk Trail, that has been completed also. So in those locations, residents are asked not to put any more out. They have to get Skyline bags and bag that up, and Skyline will pick those up. We are continuing the leaf section on garbage pickup date. Storm branches still, any residents that were in the last meeting, they can still put out storm branches. We will start to pick up the branches the first week of December, and that is for storm only. We do not want whole trees put down. No trimming of bushes. It's just for the storm branches that have come down in several storms leading into October and November. We have had a lot of complaints on potholes. We are in the process of patching some of those, and a few residents today have notified me of a few new ones, and we will be working on those ongoing. The hydrants, we had discussed starting repairs on hydrants. We did place an order for the first 10 hydrants. We do have 2 startup locations in the process, and the list of the more important ones will follow that. And we should be receiving those within 2 weeks, the hydrants. Air stripper information, the air stripping winterization blankets and all heat tapes have all been put on. Everything is working actively, and they did start the cleaning process of one of the units, so the next one will be oncoming. And finally, the winter prep for all of our winter vehicles. We do have 4 of our trucks ready. Hopefully we'll have the other 2 ready we will have the other 2 ready after the LEAP program is because they're currently being used with the LEAP program. And that ends my report.
Thank you very much. Item number C, several renewals. I gave Ms. Janinski permission not to attend tonight. She is attending another meeting for me at South Shore Mayors and Managers, representing the village to get some additional information about some funding and about some grants and stuff coming out. So she'll be bringing back to the board that information. That's why she is not here tonight. With Finance Director, Cheryl.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A few things. First of all, August and September financial report is ready and available for the public. Second thing is we have gotten the reimbursement from District 2 and 3 in the amount of $32,000 approximately. I'm working on with the third billing, which is approximately about $12,000, which is going to be done within a couple of days, and I'm expecting the reimbursement within a week or so after submitting it. And the third thing is we have a balance of $150,000 in First Midwestern General Fund, $150,000 in General Fund, and $50,000 in Illinois funds. That ends my report.
Trustee, any questions?
Yeah. You said 150,000 even?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now we have to borrow money.
For this accounts payable, we don't need to borrow. Probably for the payroll, we might have to borrow about $50,000 from the water fund.
Okay, so what you're saying is this accounts payable is 81.
This
So-
accounts payable.
Okay, so that'll cover that 150.
Yeah.
Okay, so because the payroll's been paid already.
Payroll, this has been paid already. Moving forward, the next payroll, we may have to borrow more.
So it's Christmas time, maybe we can pray that.
About $50,000.
Any other questions for the Finance Director? All right. Move forward to Emergency Services and Disaster Agency, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and the board. As a responded to the 16 call from November 16th through November 22nd. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Senior Citizens Committee?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The flu season is here, so be sure to get your flu shot. Just a reminder, Friday, December 7th is the Medicare Part D open enrollment deadline. Also, circuit breaker application must be renewed annually. Just a caution to avoid insurance marketing scam, which is enrollment in plan without permission. When they lie that a plan is free, and also you sign a plan over the telephone without you calling them. Also avoid home health fraud. Be sure you do not give out your Medicare number. That also includes your Social Security number. Or accept any unexpected visit. Sign up for home health care services at a presentation, and don't sign timesheet, blank forms, or other forms without reading them. You need to call the Illinois Senior Medical Patrol Program at 800-699-9043 for any assistance, or you can visit the website, which is www.illinoissmp.org. The Sauk Village Committee's free blood pressure screening, co-sponsored with the plan, is for all village residents and village employees tomorrow, Wednesday, November 28th, from 1 to 2. The next free monthly movie, Santa Claus 1 at the McCarthy Library, is on Monday, December 10th at 12:30. Brown bag lunch is optional. Blood pressure screening will precede the movie. Participation and continuous donation to our free book exchange program continues. Flyers for our free blood pressure screening, basic computer classes, monthly movie, Zumba Go classes are posted and also available in the lobby and senior center literature racks. Ceramics Group are continuing to meet their Christmas present deadline on Wednesday morning. And Sauk Village Fun Club, their Sunday free line dance class will not meet this coming Sunday. Leisure Timers Christmas Party is on Sunday, December 2nd, done with Oaks, and their last meeting for the year is Wednesday, December 12th at 6 p.m. Sunshiners' next meeting is Monday, December 3rd. Their in-house Christmas party is on Saturday, December 8th. Sauk Village VFW continues to meet the second and fourth Tuesday at 7:30. Sauk Village Bluegrass continues every Sunday at 6 p.m. The BMW Crossword meets on the third Tuesday at 7:30. All groups are looking for members. Bloom Township continues their Yellow Dot program, and appointments are being taken for Medicare Part D open enrollment. You do need to call 708-754-9400. They are also taking audition for Dancing with the Seniors at 10 a.m. on Thursday, December 13th, at the Bloom Township Center. Recipes for their second cookbooks are needed for this winter printing. Please include your name and municipality. The next senior community luncheon, 'Tis the Season, is on Tuesday, December 18th at the Glenwood Golf Course. Doors open at 11:30. Friday, December 14th is the deadline to purchase your ticket at the township office. Cost is $4 for township seniors, $8 for out-of-township seniors. There would be no senior committee meeting in December. And I do want to appreciate the beautification committee for a wonderful job they did here decorating I noticed a lot, and when I walked in, I'm just amazed at this council chamber. Thank you. This ends my report.
Thank you. The Human Relations Commission and Beautification Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and also thank you, Rose. We're going to start with the Human Relations Committee. That committee met November the 6th. We had a guest speaker, Patricia Doherty, who's the president of CETA, and she provided us an overview of their services that are provided by the agency and the resources that can be provided to the village of Sauk Village. They were also very gracious in that they provided 25 food baskets that were picked up and distributed last Tuesday in time for Thanksgiving. So along with the ones that public relations, I think that we did a mighty fine job for our residents, because that really puts us at the 220 mark in terms of families that we provided services for. We now have a representative from CETA assigned to Sauk Village, and with that dedicated representative, I really believe that we'll really be able to get some wonderful services and resources from that agency. We have plans underway to provide a resource fair and various trainings in different areas. We're looking at possibly presenting one in January on winterization, and what happens when they come in is they talk about winterization of their homes, but then they bring all the tools and they give people all of the supplies and everything so that then they can go home and winterize their own homes. And we'll look forward to doing that with board approval. Human Relations Commissioners will have 3 seats available effective December 31st. And we are open for anyone who's interested. I would ask that they contact me so that we can make recommendations to this board so that, and we know that you have the final approval, and we're looking to seek them maybe in January or February. So anyone that's, within my hearing my voice that are interested, please just contact me and let me know if you're interested in serving as a commissioner. The Human Relations Commission, along with the Beautification Committee, met with the police and fire chief, members of the plan, ESDA, and Public Works earlier this week to assist with planning for the Christmas parade. And I'd like to also add that Trustee Ed Myers was included in that meeting as well. And we talked about the Christmas parade, which you heard, the time span for it already, but we will be doing the tree lighting, hot chocolate and cookies. The photos from Sanders, we do have a photographer who will provide the picture for $5, but then also will send an electronic picture via email so that families would want to use that photo for their Christmas greeting or whatever, they would be able to do that. So that $5 really just cover the expense for the materials that we're going to use. We want to thank those who helped in the community center and Village Hall today, because we did both areas. Linda Todd, Sherry Nowak, Robert Ketchum, Rose Ketchum, Mary Escobedo, Steve Blum. All of them were right there helping, and it did not take as long as it normally do, thank goodness, and I think that we did a fine job with it, and I really want to thank each and every one of you for your efforts. As I said, we did the community center in Village Hall today. We went over to the police department, and they have their own decorations, and they plan to do that this weekend. So the assistance of the beautification committee was not needed. However, at the fire department, we will be providing just a few enhancements to the work that they've done already, because they have a little Charlie Brown tree. I'm sorry. And we could really use some assistance with decorating the float for Saturday. So if any of you who were on pom-pom, cheerleaders, whatever, when you were in high school and college, if you had experience with decorating a float, can you please sign up and assist us? Because it's been a long time since I was in high school and did a float. So, we want to help, but we want to be a help and not a hindrance as well. Lastly, the Beautification Committee could not stand the fact that Mayor Hanks and Trustee Costin did not have appropriate name tags in front of them. So you have little makeshift ones now, but the color is great, and from this distance, they look just like the real one, the other ones. But we do look forward to when you get your permanent ones. And that concludes my reports. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, thank you for the Village Hall. It's beautiful. A lot of hard work, and I think, again, thank all the volunteers that came out and made it possible. So, move to.
I do have a question. Ms. Pruitt, could you possibly, that number that you said for the CETA, could you get that to public relations for the Sauk Talk so they can include that on important numbers on the back page? That would be a very helpful number for people that we need to call CETA. It would be nice for you to put that on here. Thank you.
Move to Housing Authority, Commissioner Holcomb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Board. The Housing Committee had 2 openings, of which one does not expire until early January. So we moved forward in selecting and asking for letters. We received several letters. We had a deadline of Monday for them. I'd like to extend that right up to January because I'd really like some people to apply. We had several apply. I submitted a name to you that the board selected. And at this time, I wish you can take it from there, sir.
We have to go back to executive session, drop it on the board, and then our executive session has action to be taken afterwards. So when we approve the village board, hopefully we'll come out and take action.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, move to item number 6, ordinances and resolutions. We have a motion to approve a resolution for the 2012 Community Development Block Grant Program application, October 1st, 2012 through September 30th, 2013. Is there a motion?
So moved.
A motion is there a second? A motion is second. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, those clerk please call roll.
No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 7, new business. Approval of accounts payable and disbursements for November 14th, 2012 through November 27th, 2012. Is there a motion to approve? A motion, is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, those clerk please call roll.
Benson. No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 8, approval of minutes. So in item number A, October 23rd, 2012, special board meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
A motion is second. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, those clerk please call roll.
Benson. No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number B, August 7th, 2012, committee meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Motion is second to approve. Questions or comments? Village clerk, please call roll.
Benson. No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number C, August 21st, 2012, committee meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
A motion is second. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, Village clerk, please call roll.
Benson. No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number D, August 28th, 2012, regular board meeting. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. We have a motion and second. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, Village clerk, please call roll.
Benson. No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Moving to item number 9, motion to recess into executive session with possible action to be taken for personnel matters, update pending litigation, collective bargaining, matters of real estate, employment, and compensation if needed. Your motion?
So, second.
Yeah, motion and second. Comments, questions? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on recess for a few minutes in executive session. We will come back out with action to be taken.
Benson. Yes. Burgess.
Here.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item A, motion to make various appointments. At this period of time, I'm asking for a motion to approve Dolores Green as Housing Commissioner.
Second.
The motion is second. Any discussion? Village clerk, please call roll.
Benson. No. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. And ask Mrs. Green, if you would come forward, please, be sworn in.
office of Housing Authority Commissioner in the village of Sauk Village in the county of Cook and Will aforesaid. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Sauk Village Housing Authority Commissioner.
All right.
Next thing on the agenda is for the next 6 months, we're going to be doing some things different when it comes to the Parks and Recs. So tonight I'm asking the Parks and Recs to be split up in 2 areas. The first one is the appointment of Cortez Stewart for all internal activities and events within the 4 walls of the Community Center. And a motion to approve. A motion and second. Any comments, questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Benson.
Abstain.
Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Austin.
Yes.
Williams.
Motion carries. Very good. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and I know we're going to be talking here real soon. So, second thing we're going to do with Parks and Recs is we've got some new activities and new events that's going to be happening this next year within 6 months. So there could be a new board here, but within the next 6 months, we're looking at activities on the outside of what I call it, the outside of the 4 walls. I'm asking the village board to approve Trustee Poskin to handle all outside activities for the Parks and Recs. Is there a motion?
Mr. Mayor, does that have to be an emotion for that? I mean, he's a trustee, isn't he?
I know he's a trustee, but
Are you appointing him?
I am appointing him, but others have one board. So we have Yeah. I know it's an appointment, but I'd rather just make sure that we're legal. Is there a motion?
Second.
Second. Motion and second. Comments and discussions. I know some residents may ask, what are we going to be doing on the outside of the 4 walls? I've reached out to Trustee Poskin to start working towards getting a sports association again. Part of that is getting a baseball program going on or started, and possibly a soccer program. We're looking at, of course, once he's approved tonight, we're looking at moving forward with the first baseball game being, I always get this mixed up, at the end of April, at the end of April, and going into July of next year. So it gives our youth something to do during the summer months. So again, over the next 6 months, this is something that's unprecedented, but I think it's necessary that we move forward in part of moving Sauk Village forward, make sure that we have events and activities for the youth of our community. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, village clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Poston.
Yes.
Williams.
Thank you, trustee, and I know that you have your hands full, so he'll probably be reaching out and looking for help as we move forward with the baseball. So, thank you. All right, we're going to move to, I think I have all the appointments. We move to item number B, other miscellaneous business. I'm asking for a motion to remove the Delgado Group as of Friday, November 30th from all TIF-related activities. Is there a motion? motion, is there a second? Second. We have a motion and a second, discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Abstain.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Whoa. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Motion carries. Ask for a motion to appoint Olson and Stirk as of December 1st to all TIF-related legal action and work. Is there a motion? Second. Get a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Abstain.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Motion carries. As for next, the motion to terminate the services with Baxter and Woodman and turn all work over to Robinson Engineering for the airstripping project.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Motion carries. Move to item number 11. Miscellaneous business comments from trustees. Sorry, trustee Lynch? Nothing? Move on the other far end. Trustee Burgess?
Yes, I know this may sound a little, Kevin, can we, the heat? I mean, it is a little chilly. Everybody was, I just wanted to know if there anything we can do to have a reset schedule. Is this on a reset schedule? Yeah, maybe we need to up the reset schedule. Okay. Because I know about people were telling me on the way coming back in and stuff, but I don't want to back. And also the clock. I know the clock. Okay. That's it. I know this sounds funny, but I mean, it's just that if everyone's asking about it, and I'm not just pointing you out, but I know you really want to take care of it. That's all. Everything else, I just want to comment on one thing tonight. I'd like to commend the residents tonight for a job well done. I'm not saying that you should not voice your opinion, but we've done it in I appreciate how we've done it tonight in a positive manner. Everyone cannot agree, but everyone can agree to disagree if you need be, but we can do it as ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate the work that everyone did tonight, and I thank you for that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Hudson? Nothing? Trustee? Nothing? All right, and I ask for a motion to adjourn.
So
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.